and welcome back to Happening by Chance. My name is Mariana and today I am here with a quick spread idea, a quick personal reading because I finally have a date for my surgery and it's going to be way sooner than I thought. It's actually going to be tomorrow at 12 at noon, which is good news because I really wanted to get my surgery soon. But so today I'm just going to do a quick reading with a deck that I wanted to try out because I am doing an experiment with the majors and the chords, and I thought it would be a great reading, like a pre-surgery type of thing, to show this spread, to do a quick video. And I did have a chance to pre-film my How to Read Marseille Part 2 video, which hopefully I'll have time to edit, schedule it for the week while I'm at the hospital. So if you are inclined to prayers, good vibes, positive thoughts, whatever you can send my way tomorrow at noon, I will highly appreciate. Every kind of thing is welcome. And I will see you after surgery. Well, I will see if I can upload my scheduled video, and if I don't, then it's because I didn't finish editing it, and I will upload it after I'm able to come back. Anyway, back to today's video. So I'm going to be using the Visconti di Modrone Tarot, which I bought ages ago, but I never use it because I don't like the way the deck is done. It's too shiny, and because the pips in this deck are all silver, they look like mirrors. I hate it. I really don't like how shiny this deck is. But I love the majors and the chords. I love them. So many of the majors or the triumphs are my absolute favorite, and the chords I am obsessed with. So I had been wanting to use it for a while, and I suddenly thought that I could just take out the majors and make it a majors only deck. But I love the chords and I didn't want to not use the chords. So I thought I would turn this into a majors and chords only deck and experiment with it like this. So today I'm going to do like an archetypes type of spread that I think is perfect for a pre-surgery reading. It's not scary, it's useful. So that's what I'm going to do today. I don't think it's the only way I could use it, but I came up with this idea and I thought I would experiment today. It's interesting because I never knew how to use archetypes, oracles. I actually don't own any. Oh, that's not true. I own one, but I'm going to rehome it. But I suddenly thought, oh, I could use chord cards as archetypes and do that. So I'm going to start by doing 3 cards just with the chords, and then I'm going to put majors on top. But I'm going to do the chord cards first as archetypes. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to ask, what archetype do I need to be for this week? And then I'm going to ask, what archetype do I need around me? And then I'm going to ask, what archetype is looking over me? So, the first one is pretty straightforward. So it's like me, myself. What archetype do I need to embody for this week, for the surgery, the recovery, etc.? And then the second one is like, what archetype in the sense of a person around me, like what type of person would I need around me, right? And then the one that's what archetype is looking over me, that one is going to be like, whether spirit, ancestor, god, goddess, like however you want to see it. I know how I want to see it, but it's very personal. So, Oh, and then I thought of another question, which is, what archetype should I avoid in terms of myself, in terms of other people? So that's going to be the first part of the reading, the first layer, and then I'm going to add a layer with the majors, which I will go over when I do. Okay, I kind of shuffled them off camera. I'm just going to like quickly mix them a bit more, and then I'm going to choose the 4 cards. Hopefully 4 cards fits on screen. So if it is successful, then we'll know that I shuffled correctly. If it's not, then I didn't, and it's going to just be like a fun spread that you can try out. Yeah, so let's do this. So the first question is, what archetype should I be, should I embody? And okay, let's pick a card for that one. I think I want this one. No, this one. This one I'm going to put it aside to pick all the 4 cards. So what archetype do I need with me? Do I need around me? Let's see. I want this one. And then what archetype is looking over me? And this one. This one? No. Yeah. And then what archetype should I avoid? And for this one, I'll do this one. Okay, so let's, what archetype should I be? Oh, love this. What archetype do I need with me? Love this as well. What archetype is looking over me? Oh my god. And what archetype should I avoid? I love this. Let me see if it's in frame. Okay, I do think it was successful. So what should I be? The Page of Swords. So I love the swords because yesterday when I was planning out this reading, I was hoping to get some swords for me because I feel like it means like strength for me in this week. But also I love that it's the page and not the queen or the king or the knight, because since it's the page, it is also like open to being helped, right? It's not like at the top of the hierarchy of the courts. You are it's the beginning of the journey for the court, so to speak. So it's not like the expert, and I love that because I feel like sometimes I have a hard time accepting help or softness when I'm in these types of situations. So it's like, yeah, carry your sword because you do need strength to go through this, but you know, from a stance of a page, not a queen or a king or a knight that is kind of rush. But then what archetype do I need is the Knight of Wands. And I love this because I can get 2 in my head when I go through surgery, and I get super anxious about everything, and I don't want to move. I was just telling my mom that I kind of wanted to take a deck for the hospital to be using, but then I remember that when I have surgery I get the needle with the, you know, you have like the needle that they put meds through, and I get so anxious about having it in my hand that I never want to move my hand. I'm literally just like with my hand like this in the bed, and I don't want to move. I don't want to do anything, and I have like a lot of tubes and stuff coming out of me and that makes me anxious, and so I don't want to move. Everything makes me anxious. So I do need like a Knight and of Wands, like fire and activity. I need someone to get me off my anxiety induced stagnant state. I need someone that's going to be like, come on, like get out of the bed, you know. And then what archetype is looking over me, and it's the Queen of Swords. And I'm not going to say much about this, but I just love that the female Page of Swords came out for the archetype that I need to embody, and the Queen of Swords came out for the archetype that is looking over me. I'm like, that's all. I'm going to leave it at that. And then what do I need to avoid? And it's the Page of Coins, which to me, that immediately, it made me think of people who are overly helpful. And that is spot on, because there's nothing that I hate more when I have surgery than people who are all the time trying to help and they don't even know what I need. They're just like offering. And it's like, you don't even know what I need, and you are just like offering random help that maybe I don't even need. Like, stop hovering, you know? And the page is perfect for that, because it is like a very naive energy of just like, can I help? So that was perfect. I love it so much, and I don't know, it just makes me feel better to go into surgery. A lot of people ask me if I do readings for like health stuff, and I do about health stuff, but also about this kind of stuff related to my health, but not directly about my health. And it helps me so much. And maybe that's just because I have never gotten a scary card. Like, the scariest one that I get, that I actually love, it makes me laugh, and it makes me happy every time it comes, when I ask, how is my surgery going to go, or my scans or whatever, and I get the wheel. I love it. I laugh so much, because I feel like it's the tarot reminding me, like girl, life can go so many different ways. And I love it. Anyway, so love this. I'm just going to quickly add the major parts so that I can give another layer to this reading. So I have the majors here, and what I'm going to do for the majors is I'm just going to, for each archetype, what does this archetype bring, right? So in terms of the one that I need to embody, like what would that bring for me? And in terms of like the one that I should avoid, like what would that bring, you know, what would that archetype bring? Okay, so I kind of shuffled them off camera. I'm going to do the same thing. So for this one, what would this archetype bring me? So the one that I need to be, what is the Page of Swords going to bring me? And then for the Knight of Wands, what is the Knight of Wands going to bring me? And then the one that's looking over me, what does the Queen of Swords bring me? Oh, I want this one. And the Page of Coins. What does the Page of Coins, what would the Page of Coins bring me, right? Like, is the one I need to avoid. So what, this one, because it's speaking out, it's like, I want to. Okay, so the first one, what does the Page of Swords bring me? Oh my god, I'm scared to turn these ones around. The Hanged Man. Okay. What does the Knight of Wands bring me? Oh my gosh, see this? Strength. Wow. Okay. What does the Queen of Swords bring me? I want to cry. The Hermit. Okay. And what does the Page of Coins bring me? Why do I need to avoid this one? Charity. Are you kidding me? I'm telling you, tarot is magic. I mean, what are the chances that this card that I'm saying that I don't want this archetype because it's overly helpful and they just want to help without knowing what you actually need, and you get the charity card. I swear tarot is magic. I swear. Okay, so this was successful, clearly. This one, again, obviously, like I was talking about how the page of wands I needed to get me out of my bed and, like help me combat my anxiety induced stagnancy. And you get the strength card, which is perfect. So yeah, like the Knight of Wands is going to give me strength, and I do know exactly what person that represents. And then this one, I love it because I can be overly dramatic. I think you can gather that from what I talked about. I get super anxious and that I get like I don't want to move. I just get immobile. And I love it because this hangman it's one of the ones that has the coins that's going out. So it's like that stagnancy is like literally making the coins float out. So I was taken aback a bit because usually like the traditional sense of the hangman is like the traitor. So I was like, oh, okay. So what does that mean? Um, Actually, like if I went by the traditional sense, it could be like you do need to be this archetype, but like watch out from betraying yourself or like from too much stagnancy, because that is something that this archetype can bring you. And I love it because yeah, it's like the sword is needed in some instances, but also like don't overdo it, which is why I said I was happy about the page, because it's this energy of okay, like slow down, also don't fall in love with your sword because it will only lead you here. And this one I love, just like I love that the Queen of Swords came off for the card that is looking over me. I am totally taking this to the hospital and putting it next to I want to take some like altar cards to put in my room. I'm totally going to take this one and this one and it's bringing me time. So for me the Hermit is time, and I this one because it's one of the older traditional decks. It is like it was meant to be. It's not a lantern, it's an hourglass. Yeah, do you see? I don't know if I'm in frame. It's an hourglass, and that's like the traditional sense of the Hermit is father time, and I love it. It's like for me, this represents that strength, but also like slowness and patience of recovery to gather your health back. So that would be the reading. I absolutely loved it. As I said, doing readings helps me so much, so much, and I'm so happy I did this. So I hope you enjoyed it. It was a super impromptu video, and just like again, prayers, good thoughts, good vibes are welcome tomorrow at noon. And yeah, I will see you hopefully with my scheduled video during the week if I manage to upload it, and if I don't, I will see you after after I can come back. Thank you so much for watching. This is Happening by Chance. My name is Mariana, and in the meantime I wish you happy reading, whether that be card reading, book reading, charms, weather patterns, dice, whatever form of reading you prefer.